Mississippi State and Mississippi Valley on a Sunday afternoon here on the SEC Network. Bulldogs with the basketball first. 2 for 2 in the wing column so far this year. That's Carissa Richardson. First shot is off the mark, and Valley gets the early rebound. Mississippi Valley, only one game played so far. They lost to Troy 90-55. Close game though after the first quarter. It was only 18-17. So they got outscored 78-33 in the final 3 quarters. Shot clock winding down. This is Lewis and a steal by Crisp. And a whistle. Our first of the afternoon. 9 graduate out of Clarendon, Arkansas, a transfer from Arkansas Baptist. Mississippi State, here's their starting lineup. McFall has been the go-to so far, the leading scorer for the Bulldogs after 2 games. 20 in the first, 15 on Friday. Here's Richardson after some really nice ball movement by the Bulldogs. So Richardson gets the first bucket. Mississippi Valley led by Jada Murphy, number 5. She was the only Devilette to reach double figures. She had 11, including 3 triples, a career high against Troy. And this triple is missed by Jefferson. Here comes Prater. Faked the 3, drove, down low to Wadozie. Couldn't quite corral it, and they'll set things up. Richardson inside at the right elbow, and 2 more. Good start for Carissa Richardson.
Yeah, that's a smooth-looking jumper from Richardson, able to collect the pass, little spin out of it, and the fadeaway from around the free throw line. That's a really good shot by her in creating her own space.
Sam Purcell was telling us this morning at the shoot-around, that shot missed by McCullers, that he has challenged Richardson today to embrace these serious minutes that she's getting for the first time in her career and bring that strong, relentless workhorse mentality of hers. Prater with a great look in the corner. And
it matters. Once you get to the end of the season, whether you make it or not, if you make it, it's a brand new season. It doesn't matter what you did in the regular season. You're in the postseason, you have an opportunity, and you have to make it count.
Out of the timeout, a little leaner in the lane, and it goes for Jada Murphy. So Mississippi State's off to a 7-2 lead, and you see what they did a year ago, 22 wins, including 7 inside the conference. After knocking off Cal in the first round, lost to the top seed Southern Cal in the second round on the Trojans' home floor. In transition, that 3 off the mark by Janiyah Jones. And here come the Bulldogs. Wow, how about Purcell challenging Richardson, and she's now 3 for 3 from the floor.
Yeah, Richardson early on just has done very, very well. 3 for 5, 6 points. It's been impressive what she's done, and it's that same move. Receive, step back, let it fly, and she's been having her way with it.
A steal by Wadozie, but then stolen right back by the Devilettes. And you're right, Mississippi Valley, a year ago, they had some good moments, had 8 overall wins, 6 of those were in the SWAC, lost to Southern University in the second round, and that's a 3 from the left wing by McCullers.
And that's good separation from McCullers. Put her arm down, created some space.
Prater missed the shot. Ball tapped by Richardson, picked up by Prater again, and a jump ball is got to be a big deal. They're playing back-to-back SEC teams. Mississippi Valley, they're here in Starkville today, and then they'll travel to Auburn later this week. And they don't shy away from playing SEC schools. Valley got offered in mid-December. So that is a tough non-conference slate for Coach Jones. And there's the ball knocked away, picked up in the backcourt by Jefferson. Shot clock did not switch, so they're going to have to launch. And McCullers does just that, hits the front of the rim. And here's Lampley, who just came into the game. One of the true freshmen for the Bulldogs. There's a turnover. Here's Jones back for the Devilettes at that right elbow. That's off the mark. Tracked down by Murphy. Murphy, coach was telling us, has to carry the team. She's a captain, and that's saying something as a sophomore. This is Murphy right now in trouble. Shot clock winding down, and they're going to get
out of that running around the three-point line and trying to find open looks. It's not been easy early on.
And Mississippi Valley playing with some of their top players who have been bit by the, also still recovering from hip surgery, and so she's not playing today. And then they're still waiting for Zakira Standiford, waiting on getting cleared by the NCAA. Down low, that's Madison Francis, one of the talented freshmen.
And we've talked about her having the ability to dunk. Her hand might have just touched the rim going up to get that ball before she laid it up. Very talented. A lot of talent in that player.
There's Murphy, tough shot. Would not go. Here's Richardson in transition for the Bulldogs. State with numbers, now Valley back. Fanay, that was her spot on Friday where she hit 3 threes. But off the mark there. On the other end, in transition, nothing but nylon for Janiyah Jones. And we've got a 3-point game, under 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. This is McFall. Lampley. Spinning in the lane with the left hand off the glass. High degree of difficulty, but she made it look easy.
A bit of a circus shot, but gets it to fall.
And Coach Purcell today, what has stood out so far in the first 2 games? He said, my freshmen can play, they're legit. And he talked about Jayla being one of the first in that shoot-around, getting shots in. Early this morning, the shoot-around was at 9, and she was here way before that. Kiana Coburn is in, number 30 for Valley. Here's Francis. Oh, terrific pass to Destiny McFall.
Could have taken it herself. Incredibly unselfish of her to pass it off, get an easy 2 for her team.
He did talk about that, Purcell, this morning as well. He's got a team that likes to share. And that is a great attribute for a team. Shot clock winding down and a swat by
basket.
So here's Valley trying to inbound it, and Francis. Shot clock. Now Jones will inbound it. Into the corner to Murphy, back to jump.
For anyone that has to be guarded by Madison Francis, she's not even the tallest player on the court right now. I mean, Dozie is on the court, who's got about an inch on her, but the way Madison Francis can play is so impressive with the height and the length of her arms.
And how about that move on that right low post? 17-8 Bulldogs. Francis now with 4. Hoisting from deep straight away was Jones. That's off the mark. Here's Crisp. Prater thought about the 3, decides to kick to Lampley. She was making those all day long at shoot around, and she continues that sweet touch from that left wing. And the Bulldogs on a nice little run now. A 9-0 run over the last just under 2 minutes. Tough shot, high off the glass, off the mark by Marshall. Francis got it knocked away by Marshall.
Talked about his freshmen. The freshmen are showing up in this first quarter.
Well, he liked the way that his team shared the ball against Georgia State. 21 assists. So far, they've got 8 assists on their 9 buckets so far. Francis followed her miss. And the Bulldogs get to reset. Francis was trying to go. Crisp will inbound it. That's Francis off the glass. She's got 6.
And the 2 freshmen from Mississippi State now combining for 11 of the 22 for the Bulldogs. Got to be impressed if you're Sam Purcell.
Yeah, he talked about this morning how Francis plays so hard.
That's not even including the defensive presence from Francis either.
That's exactly right. Tough shot by Murphy in the lane. Wadozie gets the rebound. She's had back-to-back double-doubles to start the season. Crisp to Prater. Locked and loaded, but hits the front of the rim, and a foul is called on the inbound against full court pressure. About a 13-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Crawford, the freshman out of Douglasville, Georgia. Had a team-high 3 steals in the opener against Troy. 10 on the shot clock. Murphy hawked by Prater. Tried to go down low, which she did to Colburn. It was blocked by Francis. She still has the dribble, kicks it to the left wing. Lampley is short. Wadozie got the rebound, kicks it back out to Crisp, to Prater. Shot clock, and the game clock is winding down, and Prater's shot is off the mark. I mean, she was just obviously making them all in the shoot-around today. And I said, when did you become a good free throw shooter? She said, when I had heartbreak in high school. I'll talk about that in just a moment. Prater trying to find a teammate, which they do to Crisp, and then that's Prater in high school. Her team had never made it to the state championship. Only a couple seconds left, and she missed both. She said it just was gut-wrenching, and from that point on, she was all in, concentrating and excelling at the free throw line. Sometimes it takes something like that to flip the switch, and there's Prater from distance on the left wing. That's off the mark. A rebound by Dace.
Not letting go of it. I think Sam Purcell not too thrilled that she didn't have the initial rebound.
Yeah, he talked about he wants to see championship basketball. And I mean, focus is the key. And there's a reach-in foul assist. She's from Port of... Francis way out on top. That's Prater. Down the left side of the lane, the kick back to Richardson. Thought about the 3, now drives down the lane, off the backboard, and she points, a rebound, and an assist. Started her career, he's wrapping up her career here in Starkville.
Today, and I think so far, making an effort to meet those expectations in that challenge. 3 of 5, 8 points.
The steal by Crisp ahead to Prater, and Prater is... The Bulldogs at SEC Media Days, along with Richardson. Full court pressure by the Bulldogs, breaking it. Nicely done, but Lewis couldn't quite corral the pass, and here's Madison Francis in transition, out of control, and stolen by the Devilettes. Here's McCullers into the front court. Down the lane, the kick to Crawford. Basketball length of the court. Bulldogs with the basketball. They've scored 4 of the 5 points so far here in the second quarter after leading 24-8 after the first stanza. Francis down the right side of the lane, off the glass. She's got 8 points and 3 rebounds so far.
Had 4 blocks to it too. I don't know what's more bizarre, that she has more blocks than rebounds.
One of 12 high school players selected for the 2025 USA Nike Hoop Summit, and you can see why. High skill set. And speaking of skill set,
being double teamed and able to finish through contact from McCullers, and it's been an impressive offensive outing from the Bulldogs.
That would be an understatement right now. Prater, who had 8.7 rebounds and 3 steals in the season opener against Davidson. Good look, and Murphy buries it. She's got to carry this team, said her head coach, Jason James. Especially shorthanded right now with the injuries. This is Crisp on that right wing. Hesitates, now drives, and it got swatted by Lewis. Nairobi Lewis using that 6'3" frame to her advantage. Under 7 minutes left here in the first half. That's Crawford, left wing. That one is shy as well, but on the weak side, laying it up and in is Jefferson.
A good rebound, second chance opportunity from Jefferson. Corrals it and puts it right back up.
Francis absolutely buries the 3 from that right wing. Cody, we had a great look at it. It was pure all the way.
Yeah, and those first couple of games where we saw Francis, it looked like there was still some hesitation, some nerves. It looks like they're all gone today.
Oh my goodness, yes. Already double figures. She's got 11, Prater's got 10, and the Bulldogs are up now by 23. Down the left side of the lane, off the mark by Crawford, and here come the Bulldogs. McFall down the right side of the lane. She misses. Prater
today, whether the fact that she's into double figures already, shooting 5 for 6, is 1 for 1 from three-point land, 3 rebounds, 4 blocks, 2 steals. I mean, she's just putting numbers up all over the place.
She's filling the stat sheet, isn't she? Filling it up in fine fashion. Under 6 minutes left here in the first half. It's all Mississippi State. It's a good look straight away. Missed by Jones inside. The miss by Jefferson. And Richardson has the rebound. She's got 8 first half points. She drives down the left side of the lane. Decides to kick it back out to McFall, to Prater. And her shot got blocked by Lewis. Yeah, not easy to do. Transfer from Lemoyne Owen. Lampley, right wing, Prater. Another triple for State, and Prater's got a couple of those.
Mississippi State has done a really good job making that extra pass today, and because of it, 4 of 7 from deep.
Steal by Wadozie, and she'll lay it home. Her first 2 points of the afternoon. Bulldogs shooting 56% from the floor. That jumper goes for Murphy. Coach telling us she's tough as nails from Chicago. 5'3". She'll be the shortest person out there, but she won't be the least toughest. He really likes her grit. Here's Prater down the right side of the lane. Here's Jones out of Olive Branch, Mississippi, just south of Memphis. This is Murphy. Inside, the lay-in is good by Jefferson. Ariel Jefferson with back-to-back buckets. Lampley on that left baseline. Try to find
story. It's a neat recruiting story.
Yes. And wow, I mean, it's just, her skill set is off the charts, folks, and we've seen a lot of that. Just her approach height, which means running vertical, is 10.5 feet. That's why you can dunk if you're Madison Francis. Under 3.5 minutes left, and a steal by Prater. Lampley got it stripped. Poetry Dace, the freshman out of Riverdale, Georgia, with the steal, her first of the year. That shot missed by Taylor, but there's Jefferson again. She's scrappy. She's got 6. Murphy's got 6. That leads Valley. Wadozie. This is McFall, only taking 2 shots so far. This is her 3rd, and she gets the hometown roll.
And Mississippi State's got a good one in McFall. Able to score when she needs to, but not too pressed about it in this one. Really just taking what is given to her and not worrying about forcing bad shots up.
Bulldogs as a team shooting 57% in the game, 60% in this quarter, 6 of 10. The steal by McFall. Here's Lampley. Down the lane. Knocked away and stolen by the Devilettes. Under 2 minutes left. The kick in the corner, the 3-ball missed by Dace. Prater with 13 first half points, along with 4 rebounds and 4 assists. McFall. No, Wadozie on the weak side. Interesting international transfer story. Then she moves to Japan to play high school and college basketball. That was 12,000 miles to head to Japan to play high school hoops. And then our producer, Kyle Apat, he got the calculator, and he figured out she moved nearly 7,000 miles to play college ball here in Starkville. That's a lot of traveling.
It's incredible.
To play a game that she obviously loves. Corner 3 off the mark by Janiah Jones. She's the transfer from Coahoma Community College. And Prater and the Bulldogs have it with a minute left here in the first half. Fanay, who had 3 first half triples against Georgia State on Friday. The give to Prater, nice pull up, and she gets the shooter's touch.
That's a good shot from Prater, just enough, created some separation as well. Probably wants a little more on it. Don't always want the luck of that shooter's touch, but nonetheless, gets it to fall.
About a 15-second differential with the shot clock and the game clock. That 3 off the mark by Dace, too strong, and Wadozie with another rebound. Wadozie now with 9 rebounds, and there's a 3-ball in that corner pocket for Chandler Prater.
It's all because of the double team on McFall, able to get out of it.
And then on the court.
She played like one in that first half.
She played like a top dog, no doubt about that. Sam Purcell says he's got some dogs on this year's team, which he absolutely loves. Out of the break, Prater still scorching hot. Prater's engine is extremely hot. And there's a steal by McFall. Destiny McFall had 4 points in the first half. She now has a chance for position. Bulldogs, though, playing once again without Sanaya King, that is, the transfer from Howard. Sam Purcell hoping to have his sophomore point guard back soon out of Washington, D.C. She had the 2nd most assists last year among all freshmen in the country. That's a key part that will be returning to the lineup for MSU. The deep launch by Janiah Jones off the mark. Here's Crisp. Has taken just 1 shot today. She does have 3 assists and a rebound. McFall. A little weave to Prater. And Prater will go to the free throw line to shoot a.
Nothing is going wrong for her. Everything is going right.
He said a 4-quarter tape is what he wants. Don't play the opponent, play 1 possession at a time. And his focus, I heard him telling his ladies this morning, it's 0-0 after each quarter. So right now, here in the third quarter, it's 7-0 Mississippi State. The jumper from the left wing, a three-pointer by Kyla McCullers, transfer from West Virginia Wesleyan. I said 7-0, it was 8-0. Now 8-3 here in the third. Richardson with the miss. Wadozie to skip pass to McFall. That three off the mark. And here's Valley. Tough move by McCullers. Wow. In traffic. Great story there. A walk-on last year, got a scholarship in January. And she was out. She was the first Devilette out here shooting before the game.
And that play kind of shows you how she earned it.
There's a three by Crisp in that right corner. Bulldogs continue to shoot well from behind the arc. Down low, that's Lewis, too strong off the glass, and Prater with a rebound. She's got 23 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. 7 for 7 at the free throw line. McFall, Crisp, oh, great ball movement, but the reverse layup is missed by Wadozie, but she follows her own miss.
Yeah, it's a nice little combination of passes. McFall to Crisp, who really just a little touch pass down low to Wadozie and eventually gets it to fall.
Wadozie off to a outstanding start in her Mississippi State career. Coaches love how she runs the floor. This is Lewis trying to back down Wadozie with the left hand with a little scoop. It was deflected, and here's Prater. The lob inside to Wadozie and a reach-in foul. James was telling us beforehand, Cody, that they don't mind these matchups against SEC schools. In fact, when he was the associate head coach, they played 8 SEC schools at Valley. There's Wadozie inside. She's got 7 points and 14 rebounds. Jefferson, tough shot off the glass. She's played well. She's got 8 points on 4 of 6 shooting. Richardson off the mark. Here's McCullers in transition. She pulls from the right wing, that 3 ball, and it's no good, and a foul is.
Yeah, just an unfortunate circumstance.
And she did not stop at the bench. She's on her way to the Mississippi State locker room. .5:20 and counting left here in the third quarter. McFall down low, Wadozie over Colburn, no. Got her own rebound, and a foul is on the floor. But we're calling her top dog as well, the way she's played. I mean, she has been at another level here today.
It tells you how a player is feeling when she's got more points.
That came in right next to Francis. That was Natalia Gray, another one of these freshmen that Sam Purcell so proud of, especially what he's seen so far.
I think he just put all the freshmen in.
Yes, Lampley is in there as well. And McFall gets the rebound. Here's Gray out of Houston, Texas. Didn't take long for her to get her first shot. Here's Jones. Top of the key, driving down the lane. What a move by Sydney Marshall, the junior out of Memphis, the transfer from Three Rivers Community College. Lampley is locked and loaded from that left wing. That one rattled in and out. She's got an incredible touch from the outside. Mississippi Valley head coach Jason James was talking about he was wanting to see his team improve, especially the turnovers. They had 35 in the last game, and wow, deep on that left wing from downtown Starkville is Janiah Jones.
A couple of threes for Jones, and that was a no-doubter. That was a great shot, a deep three from her.
Gray down the right side of the lane against the smaller Dace, and it's not.
I mean, they're shooting as a team over 50% from three. Combined assists, I think that they have played very well as a team, considering they've got a handful in double digits as well, and 2 or 3 more that could get there in the next quarter or so.
Out, no question about that. Gray split her 2 free throws. Here's Valley. Mississippi State still hasn't had a field goal in the last. As we talked about, coach wasn't too thrilled with all the turnovers in that first game, 35 against Troy. So far today, they've cut it down. Just that right there was their 13th. There's Lampley, the drive, and then the kick to Francis. Here's Jones. Valley has some numbers. She pulls up on that right side, no, and the rebound comes down to Gray.
You know, it's not going to show up in the box score, the stats, but McFall has done a really good job in transition defense. Today, throughout the beginning of the season, kind of forcing you to make the wrong decision when the opposing team is on the break. Kind of saw it there on that previous possession.
Lampley with that hoop, she's got 7. Gray knocked it away, but Coleman picked it back up, and she throws up the kind of a jump hook, but it was with 2 hands. Bottom line, it went in. Her first bucket of the afternoon, and here's Lampley again. McFall, you talked about her defense. This time she kicks to Finney. 3 ball. Ring it up for Finney. Her first hoop of the afternoon is from distance. Bulldogs are hoisting and hitting today, folks. 8 of 15 from behind the arc. Deep 3 on that right wing, missed by Jones. Here's Finney into the front court for MSU. Under 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. McFall hesitates, and she let out in the exhibition games. But as you mentioned, she's been able to find the. Mississippi State has had a lot of success getting these. McFall is another one. Here's Crawford in trouble in the backcourt. Now Murphy. Pass to Lewis. Couldn't quite get the shot off. Now she does over Francis. It's off the mark. And Gray gets the rebound. But the outlet, kind of a lazy pass, and stolen by Murphy. And Murphy tried to kick it onto the. She wears the number 23 on the back of her uniform.
Man, look at the height out there for Mississippi State right now.
Yes. Wilder 6'6", but her wingspan is 6'9.5". Madison Francis hustling. Her pass, though, intercepted by Dace. The Devilettes running. Tough shot by Crawford. How about Taylor Crawford?
Tough shot, and you saw the effort from Wilder trying to get back and force the tough shot. Just a better play from Crawford.
Yeah, Crawford was giving up 10 inches to Wilder. That is some kind of play. There's Finney. Tickling the twine on that left wing.
Just a sharpshooter mentality for Finney.
I like the fact that in the opener she played just 2 minutes. And the coaches said after the game she went over to the practice dividends. We played, didn't hurt them that day, but it could as the season progresses. And that's what you have to do to continue to execute and get better. And that was a couple of things that he stressed here this morning at the shoot-around. As we start the fourth quarter, Will Colmeyer alongside Cody Blazik. A leaner in the lane, getting a nice shooter's touch there by Taylor Crawford. Crawford had just 2 points against Troy in the opener, but she's doubled that up here today. She's got 4. Finney, kind of flat-footed.
Yeah, it just looked like an uncomfortable shot. It kind of like she forced it.
Ahead, and that's what Coach Purcell was talking about, not getting back on defense. And there is Kyla McCullers, a Madison East grad in high school there in Wisconsin's capital city. There's Lampley down the lane, off the mark. She gets her own rebound, passes it over to fellow freshman Gray. That's Natalia Gray. Now, with her first basket of the game, she didn't make a free throw earlier. Crawford battling against the much taller trees.
You know, and I wonder how much of an emphasis Sam Purcell has put on this fourth quarter for the defense. You look at the first, second, and third quarter, Mississippi Valley State scored 8, 11, and 16, has progressively gotten better throughout the game, and he talks about it. It's 0-0 at the beginning of these quarters.
Yes.
And although they've won each quarter, it's been by a less or a smaller margin each quarter. So I wonder kind of what that message is going into this final quarter.
Lampley now has 9. There's McCullers down the lane. And here's Madison Francis. She's got 11 points, 5 of 8 shooting, including 1 of 3 from distance. Under 8 minutes left. Lampley. And a reach-in foul is going to be called on Valley. And he got one as State led 24-8 after the first quarter. He said he's a better coach when he doesn't have to burn timeouts. And there's Gray down low using that 6'3" frame of hers. When he can save timeouts, obviously he said he's a better coach, and he told the team, don't make me call a timeout in the first 5 minutes. There's Gray climbing and getting a rebound. The outlet to Francis.
That's a really good finish by Francis, kind of zigzagging throughout the lane, cutting across.
High school recruiting class. You can see why it was the second highest recruiting class in school history. They are, I mean, the skill set of these young ladies. Extraordinary, to say the least. So that's why they were ranked so high coming in. Here's Gray, probably the biggest personality, but Natalia Gray is right there that some of the coaches were telling me. And then another newcomer, Favor Wadozi, is just maybe a notch under that. But they've got a head coach, don't they, when it comes to personality plus?
Knows how to make it work on the court.
He sure does. Energy. He was talking this morning about joy and juice. It's all about your mindset, what your mind perceives. He was demanding energy today from his team and being grateful for this opportunity to play and represent Mississippi State. Gray's going to the free throw line. She's grateful for this playing time. She's got 4 rebounds as well, Cody, so she's taking advantage of her time on the court. She was first team All-State her senior season out of Houston, Texas. There's Prater with 25 points today, 5 rebounds and 5 assists. Finney hanging, no. Ball tapped around. Francis picks it up. This is Gray on the right side. And she...
On top of that, but really making the most of her minutes.
Yeah, very efficient. She gets the nice roll. Having a solid game here. Double figures with 10. The first time that she has reached double figures for the maroon and white. She did plenty of that in high school. She averaged 22 points, 12 rebounds, right at 3 blocks, a steal, and an assist over her high school career. Not just her senior year, that's all 4 years. Francis, the step back three, no. Gray on the weak side. To Francis at the elbow. And Francis now with 15 points. She's 7 for 10 from the floor. Wilder leaving. Jimenez is in for the first time today. And Marshall makes a couple free throws. Mississippi State on a 15-2 run. Gray down the right side, off the glass. For 24, that'll win you some ball games, especially when they get close. The competition gets tougher, the games get tighter. Excellent free throw shooting here today, and once again, that's what Coach Purcell was talking about. What's on your mind today? I want 40 minutes of focus. He was not happy that Georgia State outscored him by a point in the second half. The runner off the mark by Cassidy Snap, who is in the game out of Juliet, Illinois. Jimenez in and out. 4.5 minutes left in this one. The only question is, will Mississippi State hit the century mark? 3 ball from that left wing, off the mark by Sydney Thompson, the freshman from Lexington Park, Maryland, who is in the game. Jimenez down low, little post move off the glass.
And she'll have an opportunity for 3.
And she does just that. You see that the bench, the starters there at the top of your screen, that speaks volumes when it comes to the chemistry on this team and how they're excited. For Jimenez, a redshirt sophomore from the Dominican Republic. 3 ball in that corner by Taylor, off the mark. Reaching in and
knew that eventually it looked straight at the ref, waiting for the call.
She was looking right at Angel Kent, and Angel did make the call. Here's Spinay. Lampley spinning. No. Jimenez with the follow. She's turned into a scoring machine. She's got 5 points in less than a minute. And a miss. Francis gets the rebound and an over. Well, that's what the coach is demanding from them. You wanted to see. Having a terrific day at the office. And the Bulldogs have hit the century mark. Francis now with 17 points and 7 rebounds. She's got her share of blocks as well. Here's Lampley, a little hesitation. Down the right side, no. Jimenez tipped it. Madison Francis has it in the lane, no. They are crashing the boards, are the Bulldogs, but Valley comes away with it. This is Marshall. Thompson, the skip pass, and knocked out of bounds. Off the inbounds, Colburn misses. I can tell you one other storyline. One of the last things that Sam Purcell told his team today is that Mississippi Valley scored 50 against Troy. He said, I did not want to see Valley scoring 48 points. And there's Jimenez again.
It is. I mean, it's been on fire in this 4th quarter.
The team on the bench, the coaching staff, they're going just berserk seeing Jimenez have success. Down low, and Francis with yet a
minute.
Jimenez. They brought Wilder in. Jimenez got a standing ovation from the team and the coaches. but I don't think that she was supposed to leave the game. And now Sam Purcell calls a timeout. I think Jimenez inside the pass, a rare miss for Jimenez here today. She's been on fire lately. That jump shot is no good, and now the rebound by Wilder. That's her first rebound of the game. Wilder looking for Jimenez. The offense going through the native of the Dominican Republic. There is a tough shot on that right base.
Creating some contact and getting it the old-fashioned way.
Sam Purcell would love to put that free throw shooting in a can and open that thing up. Against some of these SEC schools, there is Jimenez, the offensive rebound. She's got 9. 4 of 5 shooting, 1 for 2 at the free throw line. And nothing but smiles on that Mississippi State bench, and the crowd even enjoying it as well. There's snap, the pass down low. That's Marshall, Sydney Marshall.
That's a good pass from Snap, kind of heading towards that baseline and recognizing she has help and making a play. I mean, Mississippi State held Valley for nearly 4.5 minutes without a bucket.
Hold on, Gray. I thought Thompson had good position. And so Valley with the basketball. Looks like Sam Purcell will be happy that his defense kept the goal of 48 points or less. Giving up to Valley. Here's Gray. Had some contact, no problem though. And Natalia Gray, she's got 15.
There is no off switch for her. I mean, It is forward, let's shoot and let's score.
And now Valley looks